Hey everybody, welcome to T-Roy Cooks. Appreciate you joining. I got a good one for you today. This is my favorite cut of beef, folks. It's called a hanger steak. Sometimes it's called a butcher steak because the butchers used to not sell it. They used to, cut it and keep it for themselves. It's that good, folks. Really, really good. It's tender like a tenderloin, but it's more flavorful, in my opinion, than a ribeye. You talk about good. Y'all check this out, and it's reasonably priced too. And we cook it on the GrOven today with some pecan wood, and I got a little bit of oak on there. Smells fantastic out here. So let me show you what we need to do to trim this hanger steak up and get it ready to cook.
T-Roy's chilling in the backyard grilling, cooking up some barbecue for you. T-Roy's chilling in the backyard grilling, showing you that you can cook it too. Always with a beer or whiskey, but he cooks responsibly.
If you've never seen a hanger steak, this is what it looks like. This is usually how you would get it. And folks, if you really want one and you don't see it on the in your store, ask your butcher for it. I'm sure he can get you one. It's basically two strips. You got one here and one here. And usually you have this dangly piece off over here, but that piece in the middle right there, that's like some kind of a intermuscular. It's tough, folks. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm not sure what they call it. I don't think it's a tendon, but I think it's more like some. It's tough. You need to cut that out. You need to separate these two pieces, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So let me just start a little bit for you here. Hopefully y'all can see a little bit of what's going on here. And usually it is split right there, so you can kind of just follow this tendon thing down here. Kind of cut it a little bit. Get you a nice sharp knife, but you want to try to save as much of that meat as you can. And you can actually feel, I can feel it in this knife right here when I'm cutting through that hard whatever you call that. I'm sure some of y'all out there know what it's called. If you do, put it down there in the comments. But you cut that baby out of there like that. Okay, and then you got that piece right there. I'm gonna cut that off, but in the meantime, if you see any extra silver skin or anything like that, just cut that off. And this is a fairly, it's got some striations of fat in there in the meat. That's another thing what makes it so tender. Cut that little bit off right there. All right, so there's one. Let me see if I can cut this off for you. There we go. And most of this meat that you cut off of here, you can save. I'm trying to cut this so that y'all can see what I'm actually. I don't know if you can see that right there. That's what you're trying to cut off right there, folks. See? It is almost like a tendon, kind of. Maybe I need to go from this side. Kind of run your knife under it. Kind of like you're doing a filleting a fish or something. That stuff right there, it's tough. Throw that away. The rest of this stuff you can keep, I'd throw that away too. So let me get this piece right here cleaned up a little bit, and we'll bring you right back. All right, so I got both pieces cut down, trimmed down pretty good. They're looking really good. And a little bit of fat on there is fine, folks. Don't worry about it. See if I can get me just a little bit of oil on here. And I got a new puppy, so if y'all hear her in the background, don't let it concern you. She's just wanting to get outside, and I don't want to have to watch her and try to cook at the same time. So there we go. All right, and got a little bit of this Smiling Swine barbecue steak and chop rub right here. That's one of my favorites. Actually, is my favorite on steak and stuff. We're just gonna coat it down with a little bit of that. I'm trying not to get my oily hands on it too much over here. Set that off on the side because there's a bunch of oil right there. All right. And my other dog's going nuts, so hopefully it doesn't bother y'all. It doesn't bother me, Got to kind of train new puppies to do their thing. All right. And I think my GrOven is just about up to temp. Let's check on that. Okay, so my GrOven's getting up to temp, as you can see. This is the firebox that burns real wood, which I love. And this hanger steak is best cooked over real wood. Got the stainless steel grate. We're gonna put that baby on there, let that warm up, and I'm gonna scrape it down. All right, so my grill's hot. Now I didn't oil it down because I've got oil on my steak, so I don't have to worry about that this time. Otherwise, if I just put chicken or something down there, I'd oil the grate. But it's nice and hot. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it at an angle, see if we can get us a little cross hash mark there going. And that's probably gonna take, I guess, maybe, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes or so, flipping it halfway in between. We'll see. All right, we've been going about 6 minutes. Let's turn these babies over and let's see what we got. Got us a nice looking, really nice looking char on that side. We'll let them go about another 4 to 6 minutes. We'll check the internal temp. I'm gonna get them to about 125, 128. We'll pull them off. All right, guys. Sorry, I had some issues with the new puppy I got, and I think these may slightly be overdone. They're reading about 145 right now, so I need to go ahead and pull them off. But that's what they look like. They're looking mighty fine. I'm gonna go ahead and let them cool off a little bit. I'm gonna tint them loosely with foil, and we'll cut into them, see what they look like. That's what we wound up with there, guys. Let's check this out, see if we can cut into it. I'm just gonna go halfway, see what we got here. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's grain going this way, so I'm gonna cut across the grain, okay? And I know this is gonna be overdone. I ain't worried about it. I'll probably make some nachos out of this. I may show you a picture, may not. But you know, those things happen whenever you're working with you know, animals, trying to cook. You got a new puppy, and kind of things happen. There we go. All right, and there's this knife. Y'all asking me about this knife? Uncle Steve Shake. There you go. It's on that side of it. Uncle Steve Shake sent that to me. Y'all check that out. H-U-U-S-K. That's what kind of knife it is. H-U-U-S-K. Hopefully I can see that. Just pull one out of here in the middle here. There you go. It's still got a little pink in it, but you know, overcooked it. That's fine. These things hold up well if you overcook them. They are better, I think, in my opinion. They have a little bit more juice if you don't overcook them. But we're gonna eat it just like this, and like I said, I'm gonna make nachos, so it's fine. It don't matter. All right, folks, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's taste one of these pieces right here. Hanger steak. And this one's actually dry aged for about 2 weeks, so it's really tender. Has a little extra flavor to it. Folks, that is good. Really, really good. You get them, Fifi. Picking up some herbs in that Smiling Swine salt and pepper rub. That steak and chop rub. It's good stuff. Got something stuck in my tooth. Anyway, that's good, folks. I mean, really, really good. If y'all can get your hands on a hanger steak, give it a shot. It don't get much better than this. Again, tender like a tenderloin, more flavorful than a ribeye. And it is best if you don't overcook it like I did. But again, I'm making nachos tonight, so you know, them nachos, you get that blood or whatever it is, the red stuff soaked into your nacho chips. It ain't the best thing in the world, so I'm fine if this is overcooked a little bit. Pull apart tender. Put your nice rub on there. Cook this with some kind of a sauce, like a wine reduction, you know, a red wine reduction. Serve it with some bacon wrapped asparagus or some mashed taters or rice and gravy, whatever you want to do, folks. Cook it like you would a regular steak. Hope you enjoy it. Give it a shot if you can. It's well worth it. We'll see y'all next time, folks. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Hope you share the video. When you do, please tell all your friends that T. Roy cooks responsibly. Cheers, everybody.